And I love New Mexico living. New Mexico is where I love to be.
Hello and welcome everyone. I'm Monica Wiki.
Yeah, and I'm Logan Raider, and this is New Mexico Living. We got a jam-packed show to end the week just how we like it. So let's just jump right into things.
Let's do it. It is official. Fall is here, which means fall travel season is about to be in full swing. And if you are looking for your next inspired fall travel destination, we've got some ideas for you.
That we do, and some of them are places you maybe wouldn't normally associate with fall. So I had the opportunity to sit down with travel expert Janine Tornatore to learn a little more about these must-see spots. Take a look. Well, guys, fall is here. At least it almost is, which means fall travel season is also almost here. So we're joined by travel expert Janine Tornatore. She's going to be giving us some fall travel destinations, hot spots for less. Janine, welcome. Thank you for joining us today. Where are you? I always got to know where you're at.
Well, I'm a little bit in your backyard. I'm in Scottsdale, Arizona. I'm here at the Fairmont Scottsdale Princess, which is always one of my favorites going into the holiday season because they put on so many great seasonal events here. They are kicking off Pumpkin Fest, which is a great one to bring the families up to. And then, soon they'll have Christmas at the Princess, which is 65 acres of pure holiday magic for families. I love it. But it's really just an example of all the events you're going to see here in Scottsdale during the fall season, which is why I love coming here this time of year. There's always something going on. They have their art walk every Thursday. The Old Town Scottsdale Farmers Market's in full swing. They have Canal Convergence on the waterfront, which is all these really cool lit up art installations. It's so fun to go walk and see. And their holiday extravaganza, Scott's Dazzle, which will be soon come in November in downtown Scottsdale with all their great holiday events. So really fun for all the events, but also if you're looking for that quick getaway, there's great offers right now from hotels and resorts and local outfitters. So if you want to come up for the weekend, there's a couple spa packages. You can get really great resort credits this time of year, discounts on sightseeing tours. So kind of being in that shoulder season really works to your advantage to come and take advantage of some of the deals you're going to find in a place like this, not to mention more availability at these great properties. And as the weather gets a little milder, I love to get out, hike the McDowell Sonoran Preserve, go paddling on the Salt River, all those great outdoor activities. This is the time of year to start doing them again. If you want to come up for a quick long weekend getaway, go to unwindinScottsdale.com. This is a dedicated website they created where you'll find all those great offers. So you can just hop on there, pick which ones you want to take advantage of.
Scottsdale, it can get really hot during the summer, but my goodness, when the fall rolls in, those temperatures are nice. It's like room temperature when you walk outside at one point. And there's a lot to do clearly there. Let's go down now to some tropical areas here. We don't normally think of the tropical areas during fall travel, but they could make a great fall trip. We're talking about the Caribbean and Latin America. Can we still book for some of these for the holiday season? Talk to me about this.
Well, because a lot of people don't think of them in the fall is exactly why you should. You need to think like a contrarian and go when not everybody else is going and take advantage of staying in some of these really hot spot resorts down there that we always see these amazing images of. So a few you should put on your list. Peru. This is growing in popularity, especially if you want to go down and see some of those cultural heritage sites, the great history there. It's really stunning. There's also really great luxury hotel properties down there as well. My pick for you is the Palacio del Inca Luxury Collection Hotel. This hotel is really interesting. It stands on the foundations that date back to the Inca and colonial eras. So it is actually a national heritage site of Cusco. And one of the archaeological treasures that's housed in this hotel is called the Stone of Eight Angles. It was part of the Imperial Inca Wall. It's in the hotel. How cool is that? Not to mention there's great luxury and gastronomy here. It's a beautiful hotel property. So put that one on your list. Also, a quick trip down to Mexico, Los Cabos is always a good idea, especially this time of year when we get closer to November, when a little bit out of hurricane season. The property I love here is called Solaz. It's a luxury collection resort as well. They have all these great elevated culinary and spa offerings, fresh seafood. They use produce from the local organic orchards. They also have a lot of great curated holiday activities. So you want to put that one on your list for the holidays as well. They do tree lighting, holiday dinners, fireworks, live music, cool workshops and stuff. So that's a really fun one there. And then finally, Aruba. Aruba, one of the ABC islands, Aruba, Bonaire, Curacao, sits outside the hurricane belt. So you don't even really have to worry about that. That's one of those Caribbean islands that's kind of a good one to visit this time of year. And the hotel I love here is the Aruba Marriott Stellaris Resort and Casino. It has fantastic amenities. It overlooks Palm Beach. They have a 24-hour Stellaris casino here. The adult-only H2 Oasis pool, full-service spa, luxury rooms with great balconies, stunning views, and they have newly renovated guest rooms as well. So definitely add that one to your list. Again, great time to go check these out because there's more availability, really great rates this time of year.
Yeah, Janine's advice of the day. Think like a contrarian when you're booking these trips, guys. Come on. Got to change that mindset. Janine, a lot of great stuff today. Where can travelers go to find out more information?
Well, of course, I mentioned for Scottsdale, unwindinscottsdale.com. These hotel properties in the Caribbean, Mexico, Latin America, Marriott.com, because they're all Marriott properties. And you can always follow me on Instagram. I'm at The Outside Insider.
Guys, I'm sorry. Fall is right here. Thank God. I'm tired of sweating. These eyebrows been perspiring the last 3 months. I'm really ready for cooler temperatures. Janine Tornatore, travel expert, thank you so much for joining us today.
My pleasure.
Janine is right. Cabo is always a good time.
Yeah, where did I go? I went to Cancun.
Yep.
That's where I went. Yeah, always a great time. All of those destinations are also great options for fall getaways. So to watch my interview with Janine again, you can head on over to KRQB.com, click on that New Mexico Living tab.
Well, right here in Albuquerque, Joy Junction is providing food, shelter, and many other services to as many as 350 homeless New Mexicans.
Yeah, that's right. And now more than ever, services that provide for the hungry and homeless, they're in dire need. Here's how you can help.
More than ever, services that provide for the hungry and homeless are in dire need. Since opening in 1986, Joy Junction's mission has been to accept and assist those that need help, regardless of their race, national origin, sexual orientation, or religion. Right here in Albuquerque, Joy Junction is providing food, shelter, and many other services to as many as 350 homeless men, women, and children every single day. Joy Junction is committed to providing for both the basic physical needs of those that need help, as well as the spiritual and emotional well-being of every individual that walks through their doors. Doing that takes the kindness and generosity of many volunteers and donors, as well as trained and compassionate employees. The goal is to help adults return to society as active, functioning members, able to assist others in similar situations. Long-term change only happens one day at a time, one person at a time. For more information on how you can help, go to joyjunction.org.
All right, we're going to keep things moving today. Here's a look inside our New Mexico Living Green Room.
Packed!
Yep.
Slim Chickens is the proud kitchen sponsor for New Mexico Living.
Finding your fit. As we age, we want to make sure that we're surrounded by the things that bring us the most joy in life. And for many of us, one of the things that does that are the friendships that we have. And at Brookdale Valencia Assisted Living, fostering those friendships is at the center of what they do. So joining me today to tell us a little bit more about Brookdale Valencia and the positive community that it is having for its residents are Brookdale Valencia's manager, Renee Vallejos, and Brookdale resident, Joyce Mason. Ladies, thank you for being here today.
Thank you for having us.
We're thrilled that you are here today. Talk to us about Brookdale and just kind of who you guys are and what your mission is for your residents.
Brookdale Valencia offers independent living, assisted living. We do have another community that offers memory care. And what we do at Brookdale Valencia is just when our residents move in, we want to make sure that they have a meaningful, fun life filled with connections with other residents. So we like to set up resident connections when our residents first move in.
I think that that's so important that they know they're coming into a community where they're going to have friends and meaningful relationships. Joyce, how long have you been a resident at Brookdale?
I've been there 4.5 years.
4.5 years. And what kind of prompted you to move in there?
Well, I got very tired of having to cook and having to clean. And I found that I wouldn't have to do that anymore. Also, I was lonesome. When I lived in my house, if I wanted to see somebody, I had to make arrangements.
Sure.
Now I just go downstairs.
I mean, what a beautiful thing. It's like these built-in friends that you are always going to be there, that you're going to, like you said, you can just go downstairs.
And if I want to go see a special friend, well, they're within easy walking distance.
And I think that that's amazing. Yeah, making sure that you don't lose those friendships when you move into Brookdale, that you have those meaningful connections. That is one of the big perks about Brookdale Valencia. How do you guys foster those connections?
Well, we foster it by being together. Actually, we become a community, neighbors, friends, and help each other.
Yeah.
If someone has a problem, we all pitch in and help. So they become really more than just our next door neighbors. They become our friends and family, and
I like that.
we just have fun.
Fun. That is such a key thing, and that's what everybody should, look forward to most in life. The things, like we said, that bring them joy, that are fun. What are some other things you've just really enjoyed about Brookdale?
I enjoy the activities that we do.
Yeah.
Doggone. The activities are really fun.
Yeah.
And I didn't have this problem before.
That's all right.
We're very resident-led, so we take into consideration what our residents want to do, what they've done before in their life. We have retired artists that lead their own painting classes, and retired history professors that run their own history classes. And so we really encourage them to still find that sense of purpose and still do what they love to do.
That is very cool.
And then some of them run just games that are just fun, and people just like to relax, have fun, and laugh.
Have fun
and we
and
do
laugh.
a lot of laughing and a lot of hugging. It's a happy place. People tell me that they can tell the difference when they walk in the front door. They can feel that it's a happy place.
I love that. I think, a lot of times there could maybe be a stigma surrounding assisted living facilities or independent living facilities. It's just like you guys are changing that stereotype, that stigma. Do you have any advice for people that are watching this that are maybe like, maybe it's my turn to make that move?
Well, they need to come see us.
Yeah.
Come in and walk around, take a look, talk to some of the residents and the workers. The workers are wonderful. They take very good care of us and spoil us a little bit sometimes,
Well, that's a good thing to hear.
which is nice.
Yeah.
And in the dining room, if you have special needs, why talk to the our manager, our dining manager, and we're taken care of. And then we relax and have fun and laugh.
I love it. You guys are taken care of. You're in good hands with the workers. What website can we go to learn a little bit more about Brookdale?
Brookdale.com/Valencia.
Fantastic. We'll put that on our website as well. Ladies, thank you so much for your time today. I appreciate you guys coming in.
Thank you.
Yeah, absolutely. Guys, don't go anywhere. We'll be right back.
Goodwill of New Mexico is the proud coffee mug sponsor for New Mexico Living.
Well, is your house prepped for winter? If not, you're going to want to get on that soon. So we were joined by the comfort specialist with Daniels Plumbing, Heating, Cooling, and Air, Jack Zwiers, talking about what they can do for you to ensure you are ready to rock and roll once winter temps arrive. Jack, welcome back to the show.
Thank you.
Okay, temperatures are changing. It's getting cooler outside, thank goodness. Why is it important to have the furnace serviced for the heating season? Talk to me about that.
Well, there's a couple things. I mean, first off, there's safety, right? So you have a gas-fired appliance. You also have carbon monoxide, which they call the silent killer, and it does happen.
Right. So when you're servicing that, you're checking for leaks and stuff, correct?
Absolutely. Also checking for carbon monoxide on the initial appointment.
Yes, which is very important. Also, very important to have carbon monoxide detectors in the home. Now, let's talk about the benefits of a new furnace. Someone has a furnace in their house that's kind of old. Talk to me about the benefits of getting a new one.
So you're going to have efficiency.
Right.
So you know what you pay out per month. And also you're going to have better comfort. Technology's changed a lot in the last 5 years specifically.
Wow. Last 5 years. That's not a long time right there. And you're talking costs will be down. It'll be overall more warm in the home. So just overall better appliances, essentially.
That is correct.
Yeah, okay. Why is it a good time to get a conversion this time of the year? People have a lot of swamp coolers. However, refrigerated air is the gold standard. That is what we all strive to have. Talk to me about why a conversion is a good thing to do right now.
So one of the biggest things is people think that it is going to be cheaper right now, right? Because of winter months, and it is. Things slow down a little bit.
Right.
But what the caveat of that is that you're going to have price increases at the beginning of the year. So your best investment is going to be now. Things are slowed down, you get a little bit better pricing.
Yeah.
So
talk to me about
it's
the
a great
benefits
price.
of refrigerated air compared to a swamp cooler.
So you're going to have a one-touch control.
Yeah.
So you can do heating and cooling very easily.
You're like, I'm cold in the house, you can turn the heat on. You're like, I'm getting hot, it's just so much more efficient, I feel like.
1 degree. It'll keep your home at 1 degree.
Wow. Yeah, see, that's what we're looking for. That is the goal. Swamp coolers are being switched over. Why is it important to have the ducts cleaned? Talk to us about the duct cleaning you guys are doing.
So as you know, evaporative coolers or swamp coolers, they bring in air from outside.
Dusty.
Unfiltered. You will have up to an inch of dust
Wow.
within your ductwork, and I've seen it firsthand.
We're looking at some pictures right here.
Yeah.
What is all that? What is all that debris in the one in the top left? Is that
That
what
is
that?
dirt, dust, and debris. Sometimes you have animals, you have kids that are dropping stuff within the ductwork.
Animals? I hope I don't have any animals in my ductwork, but yeah, so that's what it's going to look like when you
Yes.
guys go in and clean, and that makes a difference just on the overall healthiness of the air, I'm assuming.
It's the air you breathe.
Yeah, there you go, right? You don't want to be breathing in that dust, guys. That can have a lot of negative effects there, make you sick, make you not feel good. Obviously, it's just gross as well. Jack, a lot of great stuff here. Daniel's Plumbing, Heating, and Cooling Air, getting people's homes ready to go for the winter season. How do we get a hold of you guys?
So you can find us on any social media platform. You can also go to our website or call the office for an appointment.
There we go. Daniel's Plumbing, Heating, Cooling, and Air. That's their little little commercial that gets stuck in my ear. I hear it, and then I can't stop thinking about it all day. Jack, thank you so much for coming in today.
Thank you.
All right, guys, stay with us. We'll be right back.
Albuquerque Florist is the proud Set Flowers sponsor for New Mexico Living.
Well, he may be one of the most interesting men in the world. Logan Walcher is a filmmaker, photographer, and graphic designer. But that's not all he does.
Now, on top of that, Logan moonlights as a luchador wrestler. He's made multiple award-winning films, short films, commercials, documentaries, photographs, and designs, and now those skills are bringing him to the Duke City this weekend to showcase his latest award-winning horror short film, Kill Feed.
And you guys know I love horror movies.
You know I don't.
We're joined by Kill Feed director Logan Walcher, highlighting this horror short film and the film festival it's going to be shown at right here in the Duke City. Logan, welcome to the show.
Thank you for having me today.
Yeah.
So excited. Love to be out here in Albuquerque.
Great to have you here. You're from Oklahoma. Talk to me about what it's like trying to put Oklahoma on the map through film.
Yeah, so Oklahoma is a budding film community right now. 10 years ago, 15 years ago, it was a wasteland for something like that. And yeah, and so since then, we've had studios move in, we've had major feature films shot out there. So like Twisters, Tulsa King, you know, American Underdog, you know, the Scorsese film, the name's eluding me right now.
Okay.
But yeah, so it's awesome because these big films are coming in and it's really opening up the doors for indie filmmakers like me who are really getting to work on like the low budget side of things with these awesome crew members that are all over the state.
A film boom in Oklahoma.
Yeah, very cool. Not a place I would have thought of, but it's exciting. It's
Right.
exciting to know that, like you said, it is this budding industry. Kill Feed, your latest film, is what brought you here to Albuquerque. Let's talk about it. What inspired you to make this film?
Yeah, so Kill Feed is a film about three abrasive influencers that find themselves in the woods in a dangerous game. And so what's awesome about this film is it really plays off this idea that there's like, you know, there's an acceptable level of social media out there, and then the people that push into the unacceptable side of it. It's really kind of playing in that space where kind of this criticism of the overly digital lifestyle and just some fun slasher in the woods type.
I love that premise.
As a guy who likes horror movies, it blows my mind whenever a movie can scare me physically, whenever I know what I'm watching is not actually like happening to these people that I'm seeing. What's it like for you as a director to bring these films to life, to actually scare a human being who actually knows what they're seeing is not real?
Yeah, so something that we really wanted to do with this film was keep it all practical, right? So we have these, we've won Best Special Effects, we've won Best Kill in it, and you know, And so what's cool with that was we really wanted to capture everything that we could in camera, and that keeps it more analog. It keeps it that more like real feel.
Yes.
And so one in particular that really gets the reaction from the audience is people walk up to us afterwards and they're like, okay, how did you do that? Because it looks so real, right?
Yeah.
And the way it's set up and the pacing and everything up to that point, it just like hits you right in the face.
That's
incredible.
incredible.
It's awesome.
That's incredible.
So you're here as part of a bigger like horror convention. When can we watch your movie as part of this weekend-long event?
Yeah, so we are featured in Morgan Crypt. It's a horror convention that's in Albuquerque, and it's running Friday and Saturday, I believe, maybe Sunday as well. Nice. But we are featured in the Short Block on Saturday at 10:30.
That's amazing.
Get out, guys. Check this out really quickly, guys. We have some videos of Logan. I think it's VO4. Run that one, guys. I
Oh yeah, we gotta see this man as a
So
luchador.
Logan got to do stuff with the Oklahoma City Thunder right here, working for Converse. There he is with Bam Margera. Can you talk to me just how amazing this career field has taken you and the amazing people you've met and things you've experienced?
Yeah, so Bam Margera, I grew up watching Bam Margera.
Yeah.
And I actually was making films much like Bam did when he was young. and selling them out of my backpack in high school,
Oh my
like the DVDs,
gosh.
right? And so it was this awesome full circle moment where I got to film with Bam Margera and some wrestlers at the time out in Atlanta, and it was just this awesome, like, okay, cool, this is real. Like,
Incredible.
this is if you dream and you follow those dreams, you know, you can accomplish amazing things. And I want to encourage everybody just to keep pushing and keep going, and there's no dream too big.
Absolutely.
Amazing stuff. Really quickly,
Well said.
your social media.
Yeah, so you can follow me on Instagram at Proxima_bear. My website is proximabear.com, and then, yeah, that's everything.
Logan Walsh here, killing the game, filmmaker.
Remember
He's also a
his
luchador.
name.
Remember
You're
the
gonna
name.
see it a
Logan, thank you
lot.
so much for coming in.
Thank
man.
you. Thanks for having
being
me.
here. Yeah, of
Stay
course.
with us, guys. We'll be right back. In the state of Kansas, they have plenty of flat land, and taking advantage of all that flat land are two groups, bikers and cattle ranchers.
Yeah, in today's Voices of the Outdoor series, we're seeing how these two communities utilize that space and what they are doing to keep the land safe. Check it out.
I'm Lex Vermeulen, professional cyclist. I race gravel and mountain bike across the nation. I am probably most well known for riding my dog Willie. We are out in the Emporia area, a place we've been multiple times for the Unbound Gravel. Me and thousands of riders ride past these cattle every year, never questioning what goes on beyond the fence. I'm excited to get a first-hand experience with a rancher and learn so much about these roads that we do but don't know very much about.
My name is Natalie Hoagland. We're outside Eskridge, Kansas at J&N Ranch, where my family and I graze our Black Hereford cattle. We're sharing our beautiful space out here with Alexi on the north course of the Unbound Gravel Race. We are a multi-generational operation. Joe and Norma Hoagland started J&N Ranch. My husband and I took it over in 2012, and our sons Dayton and Reed are leading the charge on what's to come next for our operation. All right, we're gonna go out to one of my favorite pastures, Gun Barrel Hill pasture. We're gonna check out a couple of our cows and show you the best land that we have.
I'm ready.
Ready, Willie? Yep. All right.
It's pretty unique that we come out to Emporia once a year. I've done it for about 5 years, spent thousands of miles on these roads, and have ridden past a bunch of cattle and never really thought much of it. But excited to take it a little further and experience it with a rancher.
The cows are right here, but they're probably gonna be more curious about what we're doing anyways.
Well, you're on Gun Barrel Hill, probably the coolest viewpoint of the Unbound course I've ever had. Like, the question was gonna be like, what was the first time you heard there was a bike race here? And did you think that was crazy?
Well, yeah, because like we said, we don't ever see anybody out here ever. And occasionally a bicyclist will go by and it's always the most delightful random treat. But the idea, and I've never been out here during Unbound, and that might be by design, I suppose, but the idea of having this so heavily trafficked by just professional cyclists, yeah, it's a wild concept. I really can't even picture it in my mind because it's always just us out here.
They're really curious. What's up, cows? When we're pre-riding, they will come right up to the gate. Yeah.
It's great entertainment for them too. Anything that's out of the ordinary for them is always a curiosity.
These cows in Kansas make some weird noises. I think we're gonna go on a bicycle ride.
Okay, let's do it. Okay, don't worry about me, I'm fine.
You're good.
This is a new perspective. Boy, this is great. I like this.
The most excitement the cows have gotten in a while. She said she's in. Unbound 26.
That's right.
She made it look too good, too easy.
So we actually manually rotate these cattle from one side to the other just to make sure that the grass isn't getting run down too much or too compacted. We want to make sure that not only they are getting their best nutrition, but also the grass is able to regenerate and bring itself back so that in another 4 to 6 weeks we can flip them around again. It just takes a lot of observation to make sure that we know what's going on, but generally it's on a schedule, and then we pay attention to like Mother Nature and things like that.
Really cool. They pretty much speak cow.
Late September all the way to late November is how long these grasses can sustain these cattle, and then we like to just let the land rest and make sure that it has enough time before we come back out. Those root structures are so deep. A lot of these grasses have roots that tap down 6 to 10 foot beneath the earth, and that is what is going to hold all that carbon. So this is one of the biggest carbon sinks in the world because these roots have been around for millennia. And by not disturbing the land, by not pulling up all that carbon, it just is down there for hundreds and hundreds of years. I think the most important thing to take away from all of this is that these grasses are only available during the summer. They're the most nutritious. Our ruminant animals, our cows, are the only ones that are going to be able to turn that nutrition into something that us as humans can use. We can't plow this land, we can't farm this land, we can't produce anything else. So the cattle upcycle all of these nutrients and all of this grassland so that we, as the humans, get to enjoy the end product of all of that.
So cool. I did not know all grasses are made equal. Look how yummy that looks, though. Look at that. I want to test that theory, see if I can digest this. So I think what's been interesting with cycling, we've pushed, especially since COVID, into more rural places because gravel and different bikes have become available. And we're starting to realize in certain places that we leave more of a mark than we're supposed to. And I think when you come out in any land like this, that's a reminder for me of it's a cool place we get to go, but then you leave and it still exists.
Any effort that we can all have together where we're just working to keep the land safe, no matter what the purpose is the best effort in my mind.
I've never, as an athlete, as a professional athlete, never had access to have a conversation. Social media can be this big negative thing, but I also believe we all are on it because it's a big positive thing. The amplification of your personality online is so powerful now.
I have found that the biggest impact that I've been able to make is these one-on-one conversations, because I don't want to keep this to myself. If we don't protect it, there's only 4% left, and most of it is right here. And
that's powerful.
Yeah, every effort that we make to keep it safe is really important, but also we can't do it alone. So having community understanding and conversations so that we are not trying to feel like we do it alone, because that can just feel very burdensome as well.
That was our final Voices of the Outdoor segment from the National Cattlemen's Beef Association, which is a contractor to the Beef Checkoff.
Really cool stories there. And if you want to know more about that, guys, you can visit their website, beefitswhatsfordinner.com/raising-beef.
Stick around, there's more New Mexico Living after the break.
The County Line is the proud loft sponsor for New Mexico Living.
Well, making sure residents of the Duke City get their morning fix. We know that is what we all need to start mornings, right? Yeah, and Stan's Coffee and Scones mobile coffee shop, they're the ones doing that for folks right here.
But they are kicking it up a notch because this is not an ordinary food truck, guys. They have an Airstream that they are serving up their incredible coffee and scones out of. We are joined outside the KRQE studios with the McCoys. Welcome, guys. Thanks for being here today.
Thank you. We're glad to be here.
We're glad to have you. And like Logan said, everyone needs their morning fix, right? Coffee and a good breakfast. That's what you guys are serving up. The food truck industry kind of niche. Did you have any experience before you got into it, or were you just like, I'm going to bet on myself?
I guess it was the bet because, I mean, coffee was something we love and visited a lot of mobile and coffee shops every time we travel. So it just seemed like if I'm going to jump in, this was the way to do it.
Absolutely.
Yeah, and you have the most unique looking food truck I've ever seen.
I hope we can see the whole thing.
How and why did we choose the Airstream as the option for the food truck?
That's the reason, to be unique. It kind of adds something different to the city. You know, people remember you more.
Absolutely.
And it's, you know, the nostalgia, I think, is part of it too.
Everyone loves vintage these days. I love this thing. It looks amazing.
1964.
That's incredible right there.
I was going to say, talk to us about your menu. What are you guys serving up?
So we try to be a mobile coffee shop, so we have a fairly full menu that you can see behind us. So all the espresso drinks, we don't get too crazy though. Like, I'm not Starbucks, I'm not Dutch
You're
Bros.
still letting the coffee be the star.
We are, exactly. So, and some tea drinks and a few decaffeinated drinks. And we do a breakfast panini with a few different choices, and the scones, we have some regulars and then some special flavors, kind of like we have out today.
How fun!
It's happening.
Are you
I'm starting to
salivating?
salivate. Anytime really delicious food is around, I start to salivate. It's crazy. It's this crazy thing about me. What's the best thing about the job? What do you guys love most about this?
I think different places, different people. You know, we have regular stops, but we also do events and something like this. So we meet different people all the time. And we set our own hours as much as we can, so that's a plus.
That is absolutely a plus. Being your own boss, there's always a plus to that,
There's
right?
that, yeah.
Let's talk about your journey, though. Were there any growing pains? Maybe some funny stories or mistakes made along the way?
Let's see. I have drug a battery charger behind the trailer. You think, oh, there's a mess almost every day.
Yeah. Early on, you blew out the water. You let the water thing and it melted the piping.
So yeah, the
water everywhere.
hot water backed up, melted pipes.
Come on, Stan.
Take your
that
pick.
was early on.
It's all about taking those lumps, figuring it out, and moving forward and growing, and that's exactly what you guys have done.
Yep,
Where can we find you guys around town?
Yeah, so we do usually a Tuesday through Friday stops. We're in Uptown by the Nucinda Credit Union twice a week, Tuesday, Thursday. Wednesday we go to Research Road near the Eubank gates to Sandia Labs. Friday right now is usually Academy Hills Park. Saturday is special events. I think you're talking now.
I literally said I couldn't wait to eat that, and you stole it from me. That is so rude. Do you guys have a social media or anything we can follow you guys on?
Yeah, we're on Instagram, Facebook. You'll find us on Yelp. That's the main areas. Yeah.
Fantastic.
This
well, guys,
is delicious.
You stop eating it.
I could eat
All
5
right.
of them.
Thank you guys so much for coming out here today. We super appreciate it. And congrats on the successful business.
Appreciate it. Thank you.
All right, guys,
I'm gonna
stick
run away
around.
now.
No, you're
I'm gonna
not.
run away.
We'll be right back. Getting back to living the life he loved. That was the goal for Phil Cruz when he started going to Albuquerque Acupuncture and Integrative Medicine.
Yeah, that's right. And in just a few short months, Phil was starting to achieve that goal. So I sat down and spoke with Phil about his journey and the major improvement he has seen in his overall quality of life. It's really incredible, guys. Take a look. Phil, we're here at Albuquerque Acupuncture and Integrative Medicine. I want to talk to you about what you were experiencing in life that made you come here.
Yeah, so ever since COVID, I've been having a lower back pain, right? And I had tried physical therapy, I had tried back decompression, I had tried Bengay, I had tried red light therapy, I had tried everything. So I was kind of at wit's end, and I'm like, I had this, I don't know, premonition one day. I said, why don't you try some acupuncture? I said, it's really, you know, I had some lower back pain, and they said, okay, you have age-related lower back pain, right? So, you know, you basically, your discs are degenerating a little bit, and it's putting a little pressure on the sciatic nerve, right? So the sciatic nerve was running down, and it was kind of hurting in my right buttock area, and my right foot would get a little bit numb here occasionally. And so I looked up acupuncture, and then I saw, I was like, I think that I'm gonna give it a try, right? I'm gonna give it a try, because I had done it before, but I had never done, like with Dr. Brogdon, a long-term session where we really focused on it. So I looked at a bunch of different course Googles, and then I found some Dr. Brogdon, and I found the acupuncture, and I found she had some great reviews, right? And there were some reviews dealing with lower back pain and stuff like that, and I said, well, I'm gonna go give it a try. So I came in, got a consultation, and then the rest is history. And now I don't necessarily have the pain I had. I don't have the numbness in the right leg. I don't have my right buttock kind of like locking up. When you have sciatica, there's a nerve that goes through, it's called the piriformis muscle on the butt, and those two can get inflamed, and they could irritate each other. So next thing you know, I've been doing this for about a month and a half now, and I've seen huge gains, and I really enjoy it. I dare to say almost healed.
And you tried so many different things to remedy the situation, and it wasn't working. You come to Albuquerque Acupuncture and Integrative Medicine, and you said a month and a half, you said you feel dang healed. How amazing is that? What's your life like now compared to what it was like?
Well, yeah, well, I love to play golf, right? And the worst part about golf is playing golf and your back hurting and you can't play the next day, right? So now, my back, I don't even really think about my back. My back will remind me like a few days later, but you know, and that's just soreness. But I think my ability to go to the gym and do whatever I want, sleep without waking up, And just, playing golf without having back pain is just, as I get older, I'm kind of focusing more on wellness and trying to make sure the back, right, I'm 55, the back years of my life are fruitful and I could really enjoy them. So I think this is perfect for me because, a person doesn't want to have to take like so many drugs and Motrin and ibuprofen and acetaminophen and painkillers all the time, because if you could do something naturally, I think it's so much better. And I came in and my wife was on the fence. And I said, well, I'm gonna go, you're welcome to come and watch and see how it goes. And then she came, and Dr. Brogdon and his staff were so welcome that they basically, okay, let's try this out, so, and now she's coming and she's getting great benefits from it, so she's working on it. So if you're on the fence, I'd say, hey, if you want to live without pain, or you want to try to get your body better so you could exercise more, or you could have more quality of life, then it doesn't hurt. It doesn't hurt to come.
Dr. Brogdon and her clinic, they really are giving their people their lives back.
Yeah, absolutely. Next week, we will hear from Sonia, Phil's wife, about the success she's seen since going to Albuquerque Acupuncture and Integrative Medicine.
Yep. If you or someone you love is suffering from chronic pain or, chronic pain, you can give Albuquerque Acupuncture and Integrative Medicine a call to schedule an appointment. To watch that story again, head over to KRQE.com, click on the New Mexico Living tab. If you missed anything,
do exactly what she just said.
More of today's show. Do exactly what I just said.
Yeah, head over to KRQE.com, click on the New Mexico Living tab. That's where you can look at our catalog of pet pics, interviews, links for our guest appearances, local events calendar, so much more. If you're watching the show on Friday, get out to University Stadium tomorrow.
I know. I've been looking at those ticket sales numbers. Those are crazy.
UNM versus New Mexico State. They have sold over 30,000 tickets to that game. They're looking to sell out University Stadium, something they haven't done in God knows how long.
I was going to say, when was the last time?
The student section is completely
sold
out.
How exciting is that?
I got to say this, guys. The Rio Grande rivalry is so much fun. The trophy, have you seen it?
Mm-mm.
It's literally they created a trophy for it. It's a literal green chili, where they turn the green. It's one of those with red and green chili in it.
How fun!
It's a roaster.
I love that. Yeah.
Yeah, guys, game's gonna be amazing. Get out there. Game's at 2:00 on Saturday. Jason Eck, what can't you say about Jason Eck right now?
He's doing something with the
He
Lobos.
has taken this program by the horns, and he's taking it in the right direction. Really social media savvy, too.
There you go.
He's fun on social.
Yay, football.
Go Bows.
Have a good weekend.